baraka ba ke Mr. Bayo nga dundi programme o jin kono dron ngala microphone o yalla wandi fam bay wandi fa baraka ba ke na programme to nyame
baraka Ebrima uzubillahi minash shaitanir rajim bismillahir rahmanir rahim alhamdulillah rabbil alamin alhamdulillah rabbil alamin alhamdulillah rabbil alamin famato nyola bake be buto ala tentu ale mabendi bi fana na be mo be kontona be Mr. Bayo kontona be defa kontona mi alon ka be Gambia Action Party jambe mobe kontona ka foko Valenti Jan King FM how do you call the program? Political Hour? Not so?
Gambian Politics.
Gambian Politics, very good. Gambian Politics. Ela signature tune. Tata Dinding. Almala Nemoni Kafalkae. Kumakamota men for the quite very interesting. Ako Gambia la Kambemba. Akawala Kumboji. What Almala so Gambia la Kambemba Kila Romoto. Thank you very much.
Baraka Baki. Yes, na kumasini Mr. Bayo. Mr. Bayo, akamuda presidential election mi alonko wale kumfata. Amu fendet mi alonko apela party leader mi alonko wale Musa Yali Bachili alata president Adama Barole ka nyato domande meni alonko wale balla party kono ye lord data la ko ya paydi party nyin kono le interim londi momi alonko e karafara place de la Mr. Jalali Camara pour way mara party nyin nakola yet itani Bachili atellebe kukele nyin simfanya mi alonko administrative secretary Mr. Mohammed Yafa ay mi alonko ay waleta Albert Falson da ko nyina
bismillahir rahmanir rahim alhamdulillah rabbil alamin ye komo me fo mu ko mi alon ko asabatita adum to nyalti tumala men na party leader men keta honorable Musa Hussein Yali Bachili endorsement kele endorsement me alon ko abi dending ka political agenda support mim aning ka Gambia Action Party bula kata NPP kake a bona fide member of NPP imanke kelindi nte fombe be sirinjam bi ngamutale nunko decision o men ketano decision me alonko it's a right decision bari biring nata decision okay nte fona nata si na mirror dundi adum fona nata kalamtale ko na decision o men taw mu decision me alonko manyana kata
ni ko ale decision ora almanya kan decision juma aliya walta ite fi almanya kamenta
decision me alonko membe dending Gambia Action Party la secretary general la keta Musa Hussein Yali Bachili pour ka bay parti ngento wolum decision o tinga me fo jan science
okay akamunta men yalonko wolle piti iko Bachili amo molti mi yalonko atabulta afangoy la tara la NPP kan atra mala party executive ame consult wala me bonde akunyin kalama wala fangoy problème o nyina fina andon problème o nyina commencer mo safa bara Bachili la bulu bayda tele tletin koni mama kande mam nyuso aya ala mol nyi ama fo e bo kan abe sambala kitiyo
jani honorable Musa Hussein Bachili be opposition tala Gambia Action Party was notified and the form bo ko economy alonko a part of the executive members jani Musa Bachili ka bo Gambia Action Party ka barula agenda support ayin tolbe kumandi ka fontole ko na nomination manyanda kela na barula nomination support because another jeko na kulia kumi na misoto me alonko to some sponsor the party for the presidential election omu kumi alonko anata kulia ntulbuba wake because is the sole financer of the party Bachili dal nsafo ko ning atimang parting support and imam parting financially support parting bukatano so ukamala ate fanada jeko nintul tata presidential election this presidential race adu membe lorinje womu momi alonko fanan ate fanan ala financial background most strong bake anada jibe ko nintul tata mfongoye abe kolela ate fangobulu wala na ko mbe na cool tuje na barola agenda support na taba katuba kudogolam it's like amanke ko me alonko Bachili fond atele bina banko indokulal wate idea mi soto ate finance agency adun the president fana bajela ko yasun ke matarango mi alonka anyanta kela so wala atina ate ala sole support ni ayadi ala sole support ni ayadi barola because executive on adam info wolum nginte ko tolte sonna wala e tolte tanola kana na presidential candidate to come
but Mr. Bayo near going by eventual me alonko wolle hapunda majority wolle ka decision of making any executive meeting if the executive insisted it will be if ngoyle imanta lala barokam Bachili should adhere to their advice
nera bari kamen fo wolum nginte ko eko Bachili man consult amomo consult lafta ka jele seni andila Bachili yontol be consult jana kata
well they insist that eko anama will consult but even thought you said ko ay consult if executive insist that ni wol balanta kamo multi mi yalon ko amanya kata nyante la yamaro moylal democracy we nabe tama
ya democracy fana mu fi mi yalon ko equal responsibility fana bije yi right soto yi responsibility soto atenya da binje wolo mi nyente ko ning ayatela right ya bang ya la lesi balanta pour kala right diala responsibility menti ate fana sala ala own decision tano ya as a human being because responsibility membe wolo mi nyente ko anyenta min kela be nyenta kato min kela pour parti mi la nyata ta sabati di adum fanan kala own personal life fanan ka tentendi is important as well so ni executive co ite iman som pour bachili eta ay president barola agenda tamandi or to support fam everyone has the right to take his own individual
but then if he face any repercussion he's the sole cause of it and not ko me atraja ya sabu because he defied the executive sarful mel dan de atale balantala atala hajola
no sarto fon le man taraji in the first place sarto fon litige because ne ajibe in any institution ngamira loi le bije and in that law everybody is subjected to that rule of law fam and in our constitution fentije mi alonko I bar from supporting somebody's agenda. In fact, in IEC, Janibe political party or institutional londila, you have to be subjected to alliances or approve coalitions. Ni monso will IEC no, then you cannot register a party because partying it has to subject to those kind of fundamentals. Abijel.
The move taken Bachilia Simfanya mi alonko I waleta. You wouldn't call that an alliance. Party executive for multi alonko ibalantal. Yet he came out later ako ndemu multi alonko kunta kunkilingo. Individual support mbe wala dikang NPP la, not Gambia Action Party.
Yeah, because Gambia Action Party as a whole not a balang decision on yinna. Wala atinako atefanang because is a sole financer. Ateleka kudo bondi kapatu ngintamande. Another joko abe kolya labulo nintol tata anyama. Wala atinako if you people cannot agree. If you cannot agree for us to go on board, then so there is nothing wrong in somebody approving another person's agenda. It's okay.
So, but ya sak nyame wala ya jenken di karala nyame pour que mo tay sende ala place wonindo yamira bacili amam for control over Gambia Action Party benyin moment.
Amam for control because IEC fong mi lawol mi intiko as at Congress. It's a biennial process. Every 2 years, Sanji flow, you are given the right to establish an inter-party structure. In that internal party structure, position for the executive committee members will occupy. From Congress, Congress as members or senior executive members, our names and our positions are carried out to the IEC alone. So from Congress to now, the position plaso momo plaso sota anisa ele plaso debul. If you go to IEC, who is it? The how to call it? Who is the national spokesperson for Gambia Action Party? It's me.
Okay.
And the same thing. Neither the IEC, anyone who is the administrative secretary of Gambia Action, Mohamed Kanduru Yafa, and who is the party leader and secretary general of the Gambia Action Party, Bafaloko is Musa Hussein Ali Bachili. Until otherwise, so that otherwise has not been rectified. Will it be?
Alright. Ngata wandifa mbaikang yes. Wandifa akamonda latikunda constituency la party United Democratic Party alfota je NPP bulumi yalanko fang seku morong ay itandikal campaign strategy amma tamandi kuke wala ya sabu almangaji atanyen lanyedo muna alboyndi latikunda.
Thank you very much, Ebrima. Latikunda savage consequences the whole from be control. We didn't come to the media on a radio. Tend to back Chairman Karamba Maran and executive of Bay. Kebe control KJ. We lost that Latikunda because the campaign strategy is not good. It does not exactly happen that way. For us, we win at Latikunda Savage consequence. Because
I see a result,
the result very good. The result that IC gave is Barrow is 15,000 votes, we are 13,000 votes. The rest you combine them, oppositions we are more than President Barrow's vote. But nonetheless, until 13,000 vote of the United Democratic Party, ngaje ko wolmu genuine Gambian voters leti mini alon ko sabatire ko le kato fay lati kunda sabiji consequence because yalone ko my party is still at contention mention to the result of the last presidential elections being the case le loopholes ko le tata bla jamaatu mini alon ko manta ni silola so lati kunda sabiji consequence katekese wultani sabome ya claim for UDP for us that is a win katika se wultani lulo me ya claim for Adama Barrow fine legally luato IEC is proclaiming the winner eje win but ndala party hanikabi ndalma lako Adama Barrow lost 15,000 votes went to gagner la ratikunda sabi because ngalo kukulel beje men mantani si
akamunda kabring atal ne se ko marong albata nyoka latikunda ali ya challenge la non kayke moti mi yalanko ay resign atanyin lañu do bari momentra abuluje bari alal tundo nyin kam mi yalanko aba wolto akala katako mi yalanko ay woleke je walante taro am influence ay men soto way windi no president Barrow unlike you atanyin yalanko ali yakoma dal kay resign motabul is that the surprise
alal kafoto nke lati kunda sabi consequence kuma dia ngini ka ni ngata in term of development slab although dibitol ka bakala jambari maybe that's not one of their prime functions but nya ba dibitol ka kata ko kela tundo kan seku ye mune kata ku ke lati kunda sabi consequence nya silono menka atije e ka men fona seku la person to person contact otije but sign that the proof of the pudding is in the eating sign kata to parliamentary elections and wo ikop NPP called the Sekumaro no Londra. It's where like the difference here. Ninga tara lati kunda sabi je kontra be Sekumaro ne bulu. For incumbent president anala lock wala ya sabu lati kunda sabi je NPP 15,000 votes no je. Ibalo na in the upcoming
parliamentary election o menkana president o ya fole akama ko nyi atata la likely ate fongo be duna campaign trail ko anda be campaign o kala if he campaign for Sekumaro bayre a winta jile na campaign o ke Seku yamra tan Seku stop no for minute
I wouldn't want to understand that technicality because many along ko wala asabu fonyim 15,000 votes Niko President Barrow mina campaign na Sekumaro. We've seen the trend in Senegal. Just example of it draw. Parliamentary elections and in presidential elections are completely different. And we will accept the fact that NPP na tan tole ko ma nyaado la me wan ko ko ntedu na technicality be ko nyaje parti balandi dalilo le budget na dan ta genuine voters
yal ko ma busul
no let me just na ta genuine voters ani ke final même ma toñati même man karabo soto NPP mantul vino lati kuna sabi di constitution bare ko komi president Barrow ka tata lightly he will come for Seku come for NPP next parliamentary elections mo manta kato fala UDP wala NPP de mo be kato fala individual lay mo be kato because Gambia ko kuninta remember revolutionary be kerim falindo le be kerim mo le ajeli jamano ko mo be kunindin bibi lala it's up to Patiolu to present a credible candidate.
Are you suggesting Honorable Marong is not a credible candidate?
Honorable Marong is not a credible candidate. Seku Marong is not a credible candidate in Latikuna Sabi Consumer. But then, I cannot come on to give you all the reasons.
No, but you can't. You should. If when he came, he was able to tell Munatina UDP ma win no constituency, Munatina at a Kangwa Jam Fataje, Mayor Ganyan, I have be for if you think of Atamanke Motimi Alonco Monanda career fire, Munatina.
It's democracy. It's small for the media lokoba. That gonna have you don't want to marry like Geniajibe. One uncle na party of Balandi. If you come and see Latikunda Savage, muscle that my men occupy. If you look at the market, its structure, and you moment can do 100% of this market is occupied by non-Gambians, 80%. Tonya here and there. It's naturalized only. You can't tano. But the law of this country bar a lot of people from having identity cards and voters cards. And they do end up having it. At the end of the day, during the campaign, and during the election, Omo Jama Siama, look, Latikunda Sabigila la foreign-based fund, foreigner-based fund, Siaba to dinner any of these consequences in KMC. Munaya Sabu, we have a market. Mealonko is open to all areas. You understand? So the bulk of those votes about Nandame. If you divide Latikunda Sabiji consequence, basically Fajikunda Ilamo comprise of almost 85% indigenous Gambians. Many along manke class concept. But if you look at Latikunda Sabiji consequence, it will not vote. Niajubate adjust the men after elections. Ntolnga inkoje menu bulot. Many along will form without. How come these people have registered voters? Will exact vote? Because how come they are registered voters?
Okay, but
let's come again. Those people today, they are bona fide voters. We wouldn't deny that as long as they have the documents. But since Seguba alone, men individually, at a pool no Latikunda Sabiji as a winning candidate, front of the candidate or president will be pool. Because the majority UDP is still very stagnant there. And that NPP vote, a downgraded, a digitally. it will come to light. Ajiba Batale, many can't, for example, in the presidential elections, are not coming to vote in the parliamentary elections.
Well, why?
I know that. No, I wouldn't. Well, in the media, you have to be careful. Ntakujama reveal. I will reveal a lot. Because when I reveal back, maybe it can kind of go against me. Because I'm putting up a candidate. Nunkala candidate when put up will be the best choice of Latikunda Sabi Dingul. Brim Faji Kunda, for Latikunda, for Abuko.
But yeah, wonderful. Yeah, Honorable Dabo, ya wafi Latikundale, ya wafi Lalto. You said he's no, I said Honorable Dabo himself, our party leader. Ya wafi Latikundale, ya Itan Diego, he's the best candidate, putting the best candidate. You know, at the end of the day, he lost.
And at the end of the day, he's the best candidate here. Imagine, until 13,000 votes. And in the other parties, combined together, it's more than Barola 15,000. But nonetheless, National Barola 15,000 votes. I wouldn't go into technicalities. There are doubts, a lot of doubts. But still, it is not clear. I will know why the parliamentary elections are Kujama began Tafora. But in coming for that, you consider 30-something-thousand votes. Nasi Fuajibe parliamentary elections, turn out member and you debate majority member. You're kind of surprised. It's not been asking for your government. It turns like this and so. Then what all the revelation for me now will talk about.
Okay. Ngadundi science and international studio kono Mr. Ebrima Taboramane Ebrima baraka bake na program ro nyame ini lamwelal sinyo konto
baraka bake Mr. Jarra nge kontong mini fanam be jange be konto nyola lamoy lal fanang be konto namba flal be ko assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah baraka
baraka bake na program ro nyame ka kuma si drum straight nga kuma sining mi yalon ko wala kono san ka jabe dame memo parliamentary election de député carte fayo mi yalon ko nyaatile banko nyika ngalon ko la party la registration ni amam kumbang wala to amam bam follow fay fana mom molti mi yalon ko ebe mi rakane pour kalu
ben mi rakane kañ pour ka kalo comme ya fa nyame rek na party ni hani saimbe process ni kana ning IEC be normal pour party ni register womo another challenge lati another problem dem Gambian problem lang mi alon ko nyanta solve la with the IEC. In fact, covering told Kumbo start with the IEC for a long time. I mean presidential election lam so mol be occupying be busy ring wala but ni tata back ye la moy be comment sol min ke kar rek ba jela ko tol meta trial but hani say IEC engage le be jikirin ko registration be complete la le bari nak ngana plan sol kele pour ka make so ko nga candidate sol londe Gambia jang because min keta rek pour ka sone ndi rek nanalto ani ngay tan mi yen dundi num politics to meta folal ko Gambia be at a crossroad abe sila fatolto ka fa fanan ko Gambia joka be cliff leto abe kankole kan konko kam bebe boso kono boso beta kan ani speed nafta konko dandula to rek ab wel dumale nga fa fanan sinya jama ko Gambia be fail kanne failed country lang and miat na nga fo wo conditions maje fisa folon foning ajo ya rek wolam ko Gambia kuna ni be nga fo important ni me solve na bankon si noise jama ken sa kuma jamal fo bari be felale as a country and momo yalon ko honestly ye Gambia kanule ilafta banko nyinale ilafta la nyatuta la ngala Cairo be nyanta wulale la katoke kaje ko Gambia de ngam fansoro na banko kan nga respect soro banko kan nga bunya soro banko kan na baluli sone na banko kan kuna ni ngam minni fo wolam kon tolla big problem wolam ko government akamun amantol fam reflect wala government inyanta jelal ko government be jele pour banku mol niaji banku momo be banko ka yaji ko banku dingol moyte regardless of be political party jemalto warang ibota si jemaleto warang ibota dina jemalto inyanta jelal ko man sakunda fela be jele pour tol de la interest wo mo anti fulan jango ko banko nalta mo man sakunda tal ka jelo ko abe jele pour alla interest pour banko la nyarta wo mo jamale meto question la and wo mo a very big concern le pour tol
bari come the presidential election banta amammi mi yalon ko okeda president Barrow a winter landslide yamra ni mol me fonje man sakunda kono they would have vote for him
well yes mbira woto sa very shortly comme man sakunda nga foko nyanta jala ko man sakunda na reflection le beje fulan jongon na economy nim manki di major stakeholders te nim manki molti mi yalon kon na safarol to kam fonje je baake ntano nyaato na security nim maaje kon tolle martal ntano nyaato atan ka damen jenu ngalon ko tumado bato mol kam moy num bake because what time political discussions min be siaring wala tin bari nganyinje junale ko gambe be fel kanne security mu and issue lati gambe jam banko kam mol alla pride movement wala aliye mara alfon la security la aliye mara alla economy la aliye man sa kunda traje pour alla interest and lastly mol ye unite no fo mol yaje ko mu kilingolti political difference tarlaje tribal difference tarlaje religious difference tarlaje bari min fo comme presidential election mol ye afay IEC result min sabana yes president barole winter and ten analysis nga falina all the time kontem manke politician te nga fo ko fonga fo ko mu politician lati bari comme ñone ne politico mano and lafta baro abada me nga be situation min to kam yitande wolam ko baro fang in fact ala kula kam balafa.
Oh really?
Oh yes.
Mo me 53% so
ko ke balafa. 53% so anda telem president bari ala kula kam balafa ni nga fo mo le maybe ta understand because min keta baro mun na brodalti atele na Gambian president nte ni nga so baro would have been the best person. He would have been the best president in the world. Laftan te fe nte ni nga so baro le be betalan tol fe katambi Macky Sall te o America la president wala China la president wala Dauda.
He tried several times pour yakatala wari man song munate nay man nakala
no min keta comme tem fanne no because janning kabring nga start no mi yitandi wala ko government fail tale and will failure nga bundal yitandi la in fact nga mi rek nga government criticize nyameng even na party kebal fo mamira criticize ko nyama andu nimbaro relation mi soro ngalon ko yes about UDP la ajoka bote tol la party but na personal relation min soto mamira mo jamana yo soto UDP because ajoko lem koto male wala na fan kabring funtita kutake rek mol ko barole atam binde kala alota barole yang accuse wol belal bari min keta ngamen fo wolam kon te fono no la ngana fono kuno moy la foroya nyante la foroya kantala hona sugo nata num kabring start kalo kabring nga start in April fokata before nomination mang any changes je wala nan continue tan tata nomination anu kabring nomination keta fanam fo janni election mang any changes je so obviously woto nin ko mbafla moli ko ngamira de falindiro kelale den woto betar lam fanne ne kanne inside and moy la foro nyata tambila wala but the other thing is hani wonte fang natara nun tata fo yen convince noko e be changes kelale after election den be min kelan si sonne ka pour que change la ngaji be abe kela nyame but wo time man convince up to election time man convince ko meaningful changes be ken wala okay another thing election botaje amam me bake still there are some things minal ko happen kam banko kam because baluwo be nyame kam fo moli gambienol foire amin be nyim banko kan anim bata min be banko kan anim kole amin be nyim banko kan nimman hakiloto Gambian majority, overwhelming majority of Gambians bekela danirla. Okay, Gambian temal bije bekela danirla. Ngamuro Mr. Bayo ka. Mr. Bayo, Gambia Action Party. Bakile amo multimia lanko abe mol kono meneka President Barrow ba criticize. Komando fang ayafa ko President Barrow ya fu wa banko nyina til tan kono na nim Barrow ya fu banko nyina ci falendir bar. Nyato demandi ngaje anada kafu akan President Adama Barrow ka. O wato men bakile be kafu kan. Fo amo multimia lanko ale falendirol je President Barrow la karola wala na alson daga kafama.
Tenga memira the reason why political parties are formed umkumia lonko anyanta senialal political parties near londi. It is not only within the context of acquiring political power. Exactly. Political parties near londi is to ensure ko na balunya ye falling as Gambians, the way of life to live in a dignified life we beg a sabati silang not right political party londi adite yalla noko your ways of getting there a man sonia maybe one reason or the other, maybe a political party may more malon follow and it will have a lot of support inara jeko but agenda be bulumi alonko ni atentendi asi Gambia kul ben nafa aussi o kan isi sembentu isi fan sembendi no mo me alonko he has that popularity within that context no le mira that is the reason why Bachili endorsed President Barrow agenda mampare bawo naketa wonyama e bajala ko advisory architecture membebulo e sa tentendino in that governance architecture mi alonko asi paro la agenda sembentuya as an opposition, because opposition for first of all amanke come just to criticize. You have to criticize constructively in that manner. Naketa wonya ebajeloko iye femfeme yamari the present governance architecture ebajeloko ibatala in that perspective ko opposition carry coming for the Ministry of Agriculture coming for Badunga Jibede, Ministry of Lands coming for Badunga Jibede, Ministry of Economic Affairs Badunga Jibede. These are advisory architecture me along with the opposition gives you as the present government. So ndenga jeloko natra ite you don't have the time, you don't have the popularity to be there as the president. But as an opposition, isa mako eno wawino the other. Katu Gambia nata to be mbele gangita na filter banang na filter for mbele filter. So in that ndede sinola. Kafuko, I'm an opposition. I just have to acquire that power. If I don't acquire that power, I cannot help my people. No. Mimbiji as at now. Is that similar to Yano? With your own ideas?
But I would disagree if you see it ko Allah motive of joining President Barrow is not to attain political power. Obviously, Mr. Bayo.
No.
But you joining President Barrow, Pura Ganye, he want to be in the circle of the government. Allah fakatara man sakundala kono. Well, atina join taji, and that is attaining power.
No, not attaining power.
Of course.
Political power here is not,
I'm not necessarily saying he wanted to be president, yes. But he wanted to be within the circle of the president.
Well, let's say that because when you are within the box, you can make a lot of changes in the box.
But how can Bachili said earlier that model be Mansakunda kono many Kenos and Senegal he threatened them ko niman finti ye fayit and atabe world wanyar la that matter is yet unsettled. Bam follow he go and join them.
No,
aiding and abetting corruption, is it?
Exactly. Natra come because it was not in the box. He was actually the box.
But the issue is not yet settled, and he decided to join them.
But he can rectify that when he's in the box. That can be rectified because Ayajeloko he was sidelined by Akamem for as an opposition. But when he's in the box, he can put those strategies in place. These are the evidences I have. President Barrow, look at this and this and this. President will act according to those advice. But when you are outside, they neglect you. You know, but when you are in there, they will take constructive advices from you.
In fact, model PJ mi yalonko eko nyin step mi yalonko Gambia Action Party yo honorable Bachili ay nyin step menta in fact ngin mukilinari mi yalonko nasi fa kra dunia kono anana mansia eko oppositional damma wala ka alliance ke wala ka coalition but oppositional joining a ruling government mi yalonko yela party lo pour ko wol on sit e ka mo fened mi yalonko ajahalo warta ba
no ajahalo mo wara
where have you seen it in the world?
That's the record. That's the wrong opinion.
Well inana ya sifa jaminto
you don't have to take back practices based on what is existing. It is possible in life. You have to take from people. No. It is sign. Not run take a diamo in the
democracy we practice. We took it from America and other parts of the world, isn't it?
No. Yeah, but so Janaka sort of Molia implement. Isn't it? Janaka sort of Molia implement. Based on that implementation, so if we start our own, some other people also will copy from us. An opposition joining the presidential race.
A member of your party, Komanto Ayafo, in fact, President Barrow Manyaka Palasi di Mola many alonko wala kafutama, Bairi Akoniaji Iba Kafukama, Dalilo people. They have a motive, and Namanyaka Lela. Remember the fellow?
I'm taking me for the wrong woman Ketunyati, Bao, Kakafumoma, Adunfanaka Plasu Dial, those are two different contexts. Ebajelako, Isikafuma, Yim Makoi, Naganye, or Namakoi, Imako in terms of ideas. There are people me alongo fanang, Yekafama, me alongo, they also have the capacity. They have the capacity. They are equal to the tax. If they can work towards it. So amanke kom momo me alongo men kaftama that those people are redundant. No. Some of them they have the capacity to deliver. So ebajelako opposition parties be alongo kafta baroma. They are competent. But
if you said Kobachile, let's to be specific, your party leader, Nico, he is competent, a tax member leader. Momemala party someone to achieve a political power, claiming among Korosoro. Do you think if you give that person any post in the central government, he will be able to deliver?
Of course he can deliver. He can deliver maximum delivery as because I believe in it.
But he failed in putting his party in order. Charity begins at home.
No, Amon fail. Nico, he fail. I want to interject that. Amon fail. Gambia Action Party is heading for the presidential race. I think him ate femme nati Gambia political kono. Femme alon kanene anane man soto Gambia joint up till now. Ye party register After registering the party, you come and declare yourself as somebody who is there to sustain the party. He doesn't even want to be the presidential. He don't the presidential aspirant. He was not the presidential aspirant. It was Ali Yusuf Menga alone. I don't tell you Ali Yusuf on Sambanang the presidential aspirant. So Mummy Alonko awasata in that direction. So I believe with him because I principle Mengana in the political space. Because all the political parties me Alonko iketa Gambia jang. They are presidential candidates and the party leaders. They are the same. Secretary General, presidential candidate, they are the aspirant. It's only Bachili me along Kamankati. I model someone that carry the presidential aspirant different from me alonko atile imparting sab. So me alonko I also fake. Ibajaloko has that directory. Okay. To be able to perform in any way of life. Me alonko being in government, being in outside government, they are believing in him that he can perform and he can deliver.
Okay, ngamuru wandifa mbaika. Wandifa kamuru dang hanibi ko akudla kilingo jindo me alonko wole mularti kunda constituency. Parliamentary election o mi yalon ko wala kana iko molbe yete be candidate men put forward la wala be kala best candidate aranyina mom membe ji itala ya londi alko best candidate al carte o faye nyaato do manding al ton dal ko hani o mom bete yade ni mo molti mi yalon ko mo manya kalal ni ko best candidate jumala mu itla best candidate.
Hello, Gambian politics very interesting. My name is Mr. Afale and I'm enjoying it because your question on instrument for the democracy is a process. Political from revolution in the next 5 years, a lot of political parties will be disappointed. Because Gambian called Kalambata, they've learned a lot. Especially in 2020, 25 years, they are coming up. Because political tonality, political mancheko coming, political power attend wrong at the detriment of the people. For Sekou Marong, we brought him 2017. This time, I encourage in the selection criteria. Should he just pick up Mr. Tabora Mane without vetting, without having certain qualities that we want to see in Mr.
Well, I beg to differ with you. If you said ko ni ex candidate Tombo without vetting, Honorable Maron and one of your Allah candidate without a primary and he got the majority.
This was not a primary. In fact, I was there.
Primary.
Well, you learn it's a process. What happened was this was not a primary. There were 3 candidates to let again Mosaboning. In that Yamuneke Alkul, you know what they call Alkuro? These were the gravest mistakes. Motherfucker understand, but then thank God.
So that's the way.
You don't blame. No, that's the way UDP doing it. Democracy is a process. Democratic principles and in particular national executive secretariat, it can current the day in, day out. The party is democratic enough now. 2017, every consequence they don't want to dictate on the people. The result of that has been seen. Now, they were not National Assembly members. It doesn't mean a UDP nati, but you are here for nyomi consequence, or you are here for latikunda sabiji consequence. Mobe UDP, mobe APS, mobe Dauda, ebe consequence about the Sabka. But look at Sekunyolo, and Nimenialco, the realtor, Kata Ada Wabarolang agenda Noma. In fact, we are lucky that we have a bulk of UDP National Assembly members, standing for the Gambian people to make sure that not everything that Barrow and his cabinet brought in this house is to be accepted. Well, I didn't like Nkoko, thank you very much. The course of events, I've been more Karanikan. Sekunyolo. I need to remember Kosiba. They will all be disappointed this time. This is presidential election. Excuse me. Okay. This is presidential election. It's gone. The people know that Masakunda B among the president of the mad. Separation of powers. Separation of president of the cabinet. National Assembly is another arm of government. Me alonko mol nata na fajile. Tabora bote muno fokante. Nyimbanko economically Gambia on fota la.
But it's saying Janin Karte Fayo Kana.
Wise Gambia call fota in Banko la.
Janika presidential election Kana.
Me fanje Masakunda kono.
Janin presidential election Kana. Alko we are done with Barrow. Nyin Karte Fayo will be the last election for President Barrow. Amo multimi alongo akamunda kuwa bantale. President Barrow aboita la foka pare. Ngaje aganye that landslide. Yame ni ko sie ku yego nyinta nyine bekala last year see parliament ko nyine bekala signal la mo de betara he won't be worried. That's because akamunda first one year follow or feel that. In second one, he won't take you serious.
One thing I can tell you that Sekou Malo is a hot soup as at now.
Hot soup, Abaola Kono. Duran
Kandiru. Because Sekou be member can shoot all that kuna sabi because kono side at alone. Because as at now, one sequence of events at the Mul Karandilale. Thank God that Gambia will become in parliamentary elections later. Because not only UDP, I'm advising all political parties. All political parties, please, nkana more on the party, no more on the for the people of the consequence. You understand? More me alonko atekele Robert Stam as assembly member in the house. More me alonko, look, more me alonka, namana 50,000 bulk money, and namana landa faye. More me bukala bungo jono, more me buka depanso keno. Akana ka fo kontemu university level all level nangam ngayin akwa inba nke dibitoti. It's a joke. Because look, Jamu Africa and Jamu Gambia, Baro making Ngajere. Division Manian Jampa, Ibuka Willie Town Sock no fire. Munakata, Baro 100,000 itandida. About 20,000 itandida. Body like Mampati Obula, your particular agenda bula. Near particular agenda bula, Gambian College Jampa. Because particular quota division to defend the people of your consequence. It's like a Lualman Mineka, economically Sifambolunda, Nimbanko Jube, near Jube Banco, Molme Fanya Masakundako, economically Molme Fanya Banco Camuno Besabu, Ninga Deputy Kendall Son, many Alunko, they are not here. Pulka Isavika President, Utobagel, Nimbanko Yanta transformation, so Luala Carola, the economic life, Kajube Banco, empower and Yami.
But Nico Momi Alonko Amanda Walo Sodawala Wasifa, that has nothing to do with competency. Doku no, Pruka Doku no, Aninkan Dawalo for the old man killing.
You know, fail. Good.
I think you know, I'll fail. I think
Iko amanjari doku no mawo nyininka doku me alonko company la nandi ko nimbe lafta ina ngeke klakot but doku me alonko national assembly mole ki dibite bunta tens of thousands of people ilafta te ila interest of fasa a corrupt government masakunda men corrupt president men corrupt ita dibite o yedu national assembly within 3 months ila bunjo fo e masoto aya commandina ila sala zeta 15,000 ko na konton la bi ngay invite konton ko la ko yamla bon fo bedebul e ka misa president ndebe loi sur le fond ako problem te me prodo di la jaba me 100 bako simen sabalaji
example e wala ko kam ko men
it happen in nya jele division men direl ta tell me let me give you a quite good example ndola division men direl ta dembo kamara ko pabadi ba man direl matar jeng olo nyoma man direl Mr. Sisa of Makata Mandirel, Division Alak Estabo, Amandirel Munea Sabu, those people were competent enough, Alondo Bela, Akalam Bela, but you fend for a long time in a debate. Munen Felonti, ye fan someone no le money is tempting. Minube, yes, Uncle Dola, Babagala Jalo, Sanimentary. Will be in a debate, they were UDP minister, but remember, Munebe Koma, look, this is not only an advice for UDP. More Nyantalo Nambe, Namsol Men Tombona.
Wonderful. The criteria men set up women cassette Puruka deputy Otombo. Sorry. Criteria men cassette Puruka deputy Otombo. It ain't in member set Wallman Traji. Whether Emarikela Bungajola, Ebuka Jono Mantraje. What they said is qualification. Qualification, the person must be honest. I came more to me along Akaranda. So I grade 12 seat.
Honesty Buka impacts on in terms of economic.
Well, I don't know.
Thank you very much. I don't go map You have to listen to me. Mansula quality dibitola. We need responsible people. An example of Gila.
So the fact that Nico Rasma member Muso take a dipito.
In fact, it looks like that New Muso is good, but Muso responsibility. The Yanta Muso Simo Muso at the end of the Yanta look, Mr. Mani, every consequence of Almamo needing Mustatable. Kate isi kudo keno, but Kate is a mansa. Me alone Kata Molika was responsible. Tonato na Jara, Nima Muso Niatale. Mabo member Muso Manyanatala. But then, in order to cut my little story very short.
We have seen National Assembly members without Musul, and well, if you think they are not responsible, they have been doing very well.
A lot of them are responsible. I do understand. No problem. You don't come in for it. This is out of this is a process.
Well, let's go back to your 2017 process. Al-Kuro, is it democratic or not?
Al-Kuro, democracy means Jama Bentamena. Probably will want an executive seat, and they have that role. The regional or consequence executive city Ajeko Nagibitol Manyomo Mosaba we are going for an Al-Kuro. It's democratic.
Okay. Then we said Sekou and in 2017 he was the most competent and the best candidate for UDP in Latrikunda.
Experience sources he is not, but that's what we thought. These are divine these things. These are things that Ibakalo no in those days. But then call for what Karamo. No Karantale B. We have competent candidates. The likes of Babukar Fulus Drame is vying. The likes of Nyawur Koma is vying. The likes of Yahya Sanyang is vying. You know, we have almost 5 candidates, but as for now, we think so 2 of them man not follow. Maybe Wale Hakil follow, they might leave or whatsoever. But what I know is as at now, consequences exactly ni mo sabo bembule minan ko dinkendo le muti and then ye vete be reasonable down ngalon ko ninga momo so to ñunu kono they are connected to the consequences ye molu lonne ye molu nafale ila integrity ñinga belale e banjo ko yuri pe damale be kato problem because we have to put that at the back of our mind one ko Seku will be disappointed. People vote for Adama Barrow. We live to see that.
Seku will be disappointed. Ngamuru Mr. Manika. Akam iko kanin karre fayo basila fo wato nyin iman changes je mi yalongo ayete nyamura walantum aye nyafa. We have like tiltalulu nim fen saying walantum mi yalongo men siada walam tiltalulu nim fen kabirin President Barrow saying akamunda akanyeta karre fayo nyin na karola. Ite be muna jeka.
Mbemin je kan kabirin nu ngamin fo wolon ko gambe be fel kan kabirin nu be fel kan adu hanisa be fel kan be sila fatoto be takan silo minto wo amante nyafa be konko min kan be takan nin speed minna amante nyafa be boyla be fel la ngawole itandi bari mi mu rek pour mol nyanta min understand la especially min yalon ko be place wol nyini kan.
Okay, let's just get to what Mr. Bayo ZMM for earlier. He said, if you are outside the system, the system is correct. No, you must be in the system. Put your system is correct. Do you agree? I'm for.
No, man agree wala back. Me at man agree wala completely. Coming government, more better terminal government. I mean, president na la cabinet lang. Cabinet limited number of people le terminal je. Aning ala doku nyo dol tan they are limited better terminal government dol better la outside but it doesn't mean ko ni man tra government I mean it a government support not because hanim be nyindi be min be nyin kacha min na teng natra smart government lay e nyanta ila moy lale nke criticize min na amanya ne in fact wo nyanta kele feneti mi yalon ko abe kele comme lesson lati ibe karangol tala jay min ke criticize wo kay tan dila koy man timma yaje wo nyanta kele lesson lati pour ya try jande weakness mi yitandina nsi improve no je nyame pour in fact tel napate nga open up le everything that lafta min kela nga open up le amake pour ka government criticize ne remember na manifesto nga publish no I think it was in May or June nga publish le in the media standard ya print pour government saje ideas wol min beje ni lafta ya tafang ya ketati ya adopt because what time nga jelo ko pitaka nyamen tondo jamal man nyab am recently about 2 Fridays ago I mean nga write up ke pour kay tandiko won tol part of na manifesto ni na agenda ni na plan as a party mu wolem ko because ni bota Banjul jang itara Banjul ngalon ko doku nyala maman traje yena KMC yena West Coast doku mu nyala maman traje bare bo ni je cross yeta bara fo amdalay yeta bara fo kerwan o yewo hakalan silota yeta far feñe fo kawru fo palodi fo makati doku bunda hani fente je mi yalon ko isafa ko na create le pour employment pour gambienol isi doku bundal sotno dam ni nata brikama e bantala fanan ibetale fo yefta fo nyinyol to eta kiyan kata jaranyol fo tambi wala CRR yeta URR doku te je min yalon ko isafa ko government ya faire wala ke ida government la ya is government centered o ni wonte ye private sector soto e empower o ye gambienol empower pour dokol si sotno son to la jan doku man soto in fact kawle foko wala na last time ko mimbe kela there will be a big explosion there's a ticking time bomb wo ticking time bomb wala ko mol mi yalon ko ikata school ikaji school ika school bang ibuka do ko so ndolla jang every year more than 20,000 mol min yalon ko ikaji sign ka bonni nying e grade 12 nyolto kata nyim form 5 nyolto kata tertiary institutions to Arabic students wol min yalon ko kata Arabic schools wol leto more than 100,000 students lebeje mam fenketa pour employment for those people ni gita kamin keno wala kata ustaz yalla min keta you have to be creative for vision soto ni ajem tol nin Chinese sol nin tubabol nga nyodang wolam koy tol yebi jele so maje sanji lulu nyaato sanji mo sanji talul sanji keme nyaato tol nak na government nyola joko be busy min na wolam binin sign so ila jero man jamfa bake fo wo jero fo ay fanundi so nte nak ma woje maaje folon e ye ministal kalindi e ma wo police je mi yalon ka saytandi ko wo problem sol ibe address la e tol ngam fonu wolam ko ni nato no den region woro la be Gambia ko region wo region e be make so nga million keme 100 million by invest la je pour regional development because Gambia regional be portal because regional to doku mantraje wole atina e minni be regional to minni be jaranyol to e kata fo nyol kata kiyanga nen na badi bun kol enen fo Gambia karol be la e bota o santol to be nata e ni greater Banjul area kabondi Banjul kata Brikam because at least doku ndinka soto no wolto demanding ajoko Gambia la economic activity majority more than 70% abe be ni greater Banjul area so 100 million ka samba regional to every year niya keje as employment create isi Gambianol empower andun coming for economy ni man Gambianol support for economy nying ya control eke fanne batande tadlar insidi am jama ke batande develop nola so wo 100 million nga fala bi is open amen president na la cabinet ma koy rolam isa jenol ni aje nga safe pour isa pick ya read ya adopt ni ano ya ke tati ni la fa ya to la president barola agenda woy doesn't matter so long as Gambia beta nyato Gambia non ngalon ko momo be lokan ya lon ko presidency mo kilindro ne ba sot nola hani candidate sol bebula hani candidate kemele wala pour yelo kilindro ne be win la andu ngalon ko momo ya lon ko idan kenata nimbi win tay balnal ko kilindro ne be win nola bar mo be to win nola so wo obsession nying ngalon ka te tar ate siala an ngalon ko man 30 la side bar 100 million fa nay ka ful ko ay wo be bala mun tole Gambia mem fen soto ko 100 million is easy Gambia la last budget yemin ke 2021 pour 2022 atata for more than 30,000 million asiata hotel asiata 30 billion tile about 32 billion pour Gambia la budget ya fo wala nyanta min ferela nyanta min dépense la ni 2022 kono ko say alinga tanga wo budget jibe kuba na ferel min be kekan man sakunda la ferel because nga fo non koy man sakunda ka ferel min ke amin niyaji be 20 to 30% keme mu am fotan saba abe ka dum kol min ton na fate je pour ka banko samba nyaato tiñarolam ni dun ta government la budget fanko ne yajibe e ka ferel min ke pour banko mi yalon ko itebe komal ko afrika e Gambia be koma nyamen ilafta pour ka develop kata nyaato amin seriously nyanta wo fere bundal tiñarol be dame nyanta wol kotlale badin koy pour ka sone ndi rek ndata wol fang betode ila budget sign nga 23 budget line wol min 23 billion nga budget line leta koy ko 4% ya kot 4% rek ya discipline samba nang ila administration to government yo start baro yo start afon ya implement first abe ko la nyame wolam ko ajoko nga misal nyame ila muso natra luwolu ka keme fulale di ala dépense lolum keme fula kata marché de ko diele dépense e kay sign de kolbe kolerin nyanta ne so ma fere lale pour na dimbaya anin na dingol pour ila karangol ni la nyatuta sa en ka keme fulo min dila nga 4% bonije wala dal si sey keme fula nga dala si sey bonije nga landi karala inin keme anin tan konon to nin fula 192 dalsi ini woyta marché famu so fana nala fa ma ko rokela hakilo man doya ay bala foster amanya na bala nawol nata ka keme lulule di ala dépense luwolum $500 keme lude kawle di dépense e kay nga 4% bonije wolen dalasi mo e kay ko keme nani anin tan sey $480 wota ay kawo sam marché to nyin dalasi mo nga landi pour na dimbaya nga jibe be develop la nyami ni o 4% tay tata across the budget lines office of the president nga start wala fa bari discipline ni ifan wala folo ba
iko budget woni natra nun ko ya tala même 23 billion nyinte akamunda na 4% bonije kemo sidla nani ko ya commencé ni office of the president la
yes ne commence office of the president yajibe min allocate pour office of the president 677 million ajoko million keme woro million taworo la ni million woro la yes so abeduna min kono amin salaries be jele bari kamin fo rek ni tata je idunta kono yajibe loopholes jamal be je mi yalon ko wol te Gambia develop la manke pour Gambia la nyatuta sain ni o 4% bondi yajo ko office of the president instead of 677 million dila million keme woro million taworo la ni woro la e be million keme woro ani million tallulu ma fa dilela so million mo ni woro lo yewolandi karala pour idingol ila dimbayal wolen pour Gambia ti Gambia la nyatuta yaje ni tata across ni budget line solbe e be min safe la ni 4% bondi je keme dala sinani drum bondi je abe kala million keme kononto million tan nani ni worawla 947 million wo 947 million o region worawla le Gambia Banjul ye 100 million investie pour Gambia dingol banku dingol pour ye do ko soto ye sembentu yande deneta North Bank aning LRR ani URR ani CRR wol nim Banjul wo region lulol dawda 100 million invest je then KMC ni West Coast min yalon ko wolle warta region wo region ye 200 million invest je ñing investment abe kelale pour niaji be jan dinngol be jam funding keli man do kol soto musol be je man do kol soto ntol mu consumer society lete wo fo ay falin wolem control ayo kon ka fewo fen soto jang ka fewo fe use jang ka sambananne mbuka fende da fo nga commence ka fengol de da comme ka exemple min dinu a very a simple tan nyin naki do kulal e kanyim mentengol min do ku pour ka saccede da masingol be man tambi million lulula ya sambana jang ata jamfala na kol ni mentengo do ku e factory babala masingo be je wo mentengol yetaje ye process ya ke paquet nka consume jang ka do export nga value add je wolto wole ben naki do kulal makoy la amene yena senela la karola be ma koy la nyamen e nga wokol fulun ka tractol dila ka jambandol dila anen turol wo jambandol tractol wo nyanta talale min yalon ko jani ba jola be sanji lulu fo sanji tan silale yaaje na economy nying min keta e amantrambulu pour nga ngaw fo demande because wo consanta wala bakele e ni Gambia la economy jibe banko la economy na man trebulu abe molle bulu ite nyaata ta sotla andun tolla jamang investor soto wati ka wuri ka fo investors ma investors soto nga hosula le soto hosula minti wala Gambia nol min ka bondi je yeta baku yeta America yeta Europe yeta nyinen ndiro la je ni tata nyin ndiro la ka do ko le ke ni min soto do mandi o min soto na sama nan jam pour jan develop sain tol nga min soto investors ni amoy investors America nyol Europe nyol Asia nyol e ka America nol yeta China invest je ye $10 million $100 million $200 million yeta ya invest je ye company yele ye factory yele wo banko dingol yetra je do ko la ibe jola jo ken dola barin tolla jang yena na 500,000 wara 1 million yebbiti ko yele ye barin dum bondi na yibata banko minto ye barin dum bondi je ye molbe samanan je yeta jimpex bi sign nga example di yeta ye mol biti ko traje aka building materials le wafi abe building materials min wafi kan ala kasia aya sambanan ntol mol gita grade 12 man do ko soto mol gita university man do ko soto mimbe baga so itan dilela aya bondi nan ka bondi nan banta aya sambanan ala sales manager operations manager be mol yalum gamenol kamingi duni ñiko o ni wonti ni nata yebe no silo kay ko ko ngata ngat fen koy tandila in fact min ketan tol a jokol kon na mol ibe sinol la e malo mimbe ken wala nan ka fa ko la vision aman tambi bining so be sign is narrowed is here and now ila vision e kanyato je yaje la banko e ka protect le ntol ka fa ka democracy min copy nka fa American in England China aning America ani West ni wato nyo sabo mimbe je wolen kela banko protect binin Donald Trump nata nga fole fo batata ibuka imagine no America protect kanne ako make America great again ako America first China ni tata China itata Chinese solia ya tar mimbe je te gambenol min kata je business lay ñin ka ni tata je e ka situations min soto in fact min fa bala fa warta ba ken tol ni nata kombo jam bi yeta kombonkol ya yela dulal jibe kombonkol min ya lon koy kunkol le sotono ila o kunkol be wafita ila o kunkol hani dingol ni mamaringol ni koy be tambila o kunkol kono isi bay ya fa koy kanaje bi keno ni nata kombo jan sain keno 20 by 20 1 million 2 million ngaje 3 million 30 by 30 ngaje 5 million dollars Gambia no kete jo salary min na hana man 10,000 20,000 si ita be keno sanno la nyaadila ni ke jo $10,000 a month sango kono 120,000 wuli keme wuli muang abeta la sangi tannela pour ya million kilim fa so fe laka kene ken so ba afrika million kilim fo million fula mun to wala tebe ko do sotno la in fact corruption min kafo ate bono la nimman na mol sembentu ya
okay nimman na mol sembentu ya ngamuro Mr. Bayoka with all the condition wala cool mi yalon ko kamonda Mr. Mane be wala landika you campaign for President Barrow I want to believe how did he manage to win ka keno nyaadi la fa ganyata
it's the will of the people Gambian ko live massively and vote for him to have that position. So I cannot question that.
Okay.
And that result, it is incontrovertible. It's the will of the people. It's the will of the people.
So despite new conditional do you think they are just because kamunta in political power attend or what they say that is the fact on the ground?
I just beg to defer some of the principles.
Go ahead, please.
When it comes to budget allocation, in any governance system, budget allocation is fair. Because as a minister or even in the ministry, you be in the parliament to defend that budget. At the end of the day, when Niela budget could defend, could only is an allocation to you. it goes to the ministry. Sila nitiko 4% of that budget allocation. Yo bond yo landi karala. So what is the essence of that budget in that ministry? Because Nico, that 4% with other 4% is in total with all budget allocations. Say asambanang in the regions. Say the ministry itself.
But there is an economic terms which says
that's what I'm saying.
Use it or lose it. It's a strategy.
Ni nara in the agricultural sector. With that 4% and ilo budget there's no need for the 4% because that will come as the agricultural ministry. To disburse for the development of your country. Maybe it's on farming or whatever. It depends on what sort of strategy you may think. That money that's given to you, make sure you utilize it wisely. The people in that region or Gambia as a whole, they will benefit from it. So taking 4% from the budget, you are like the budget is going to be substandard. At the end of the day, finance.
Mr. Bayo, but he suggested the budget me along wale kadi amu fendel mi along ko dul bije men katra budget ni kon they are unnecessary wol man jari fan ko katraji and wol man katraji
well niko budget allocation jani bolek be allocated you have to defend the budget in all aspect abikala wol nyama. So in defending that budget budget allocate when you know you have excesses in that budget because with all due respect, before a budget is allocated to a ministry, you have to justify it. You justify for but not how come there are excesses in that budget. There will be no need for you to.
But do you think also if there is no formal report, me along ko wale ka itendiko kamunta budget o mendila it's been exhausted wala abantelang me along ko ngawal dila nga tamandila fa banta, then one should not question whether kodo men kadila hakul mukataraje me along ko imanjere kataraje.
Of course, question in the because in any budget me allocate in a ministry there will be consistent monitoring to ensure that the budget mendila whether you spend it wisely or not.
But we have seen mammi ba COVID-19 expenditure kamunta audit report and we haven't heard from the government member then the work is that not one tangible example what could rely on to say cool niba kela inyanta jibero
well jibero nyanta kela kiskisuru nyanta kela in any budget allocation if it's given to a ministry have to spend it wisely. Monitoring consistently has to be there. Now the minister on that very ministry is supposed to give a budget explanation or to defend that budget. How do you spend it? It's be liable to maybe whatever.
So in your honest view the budget menka allocate from 2017 kanafo sign faka reflect Gambia dingol labalu nyanyin kande bang and also for akamunda ite be make explain ka menka allocate is it reflecting on the masses for ibaji
lonte from was it last year na meeting sort of with the US embassy because we invite all the political parties and they went there in the capacity of GAP as the spokesperson ndaraje nga kachanyo yasutu and nga memfo awulu mnyintiko kom taboromane afo nyamen. If you lean on someone, you develop a koleala. The issue of all this economic failure in this country, I even told the ambassador that day, this is as a result of the IMF economy. Because we don't believe in ourselves. Manlako, we can do A to B and succeed from B to C. At the end of the day, if you rely on the IMF to be giving you grant loans, you cannot be proactive. Because at the end of it, you are subjected to rules and regulations. We don't move. So we have to believe in ourselves. With the little resources Gambia, even if Gambia alone is okay. To have diamonds, gold and bauxite. We can use River Gambia to do lot of activities to empower economy.
50 days since President Barrow aganye the Carre Fayola with a caretaker cabinet. Is this a promising start? Folks,
man la fika diamo jibake bao he has an advisory committee.
Well, of course you can speak up your mind.
Yes, I can speak my mind. Well, he has an advisory committee. An advisory committee will advise Wanyama to take it this way. Janimbe Bola with the parliamentary elections and all that. But it is the president's discretion to form a cabinet before the inauguration. Because even constitutionally, you can form your cabinet before the inauguration. Constitutionally, it's allowed. So, even after the inauguration, you can as well form it. But form, you want to have a caretaker cabinet from now to some time in due course, then from there, but the only thing I'm particular is whether it is caretaker government, caretaker cabinet or not. Let it just be constitutional. Because I just want it to be consistent. Because Manlafi, people are there when they are not. They don't have the constitutional mandate.
Of course, it is constitutional, but we said a transitional cabinet at this period. Many do we need such?
It is the discretion of the president to take course, because having the caretaker government, maybe to him is the right directory.
It seems your hands are tied. But
no. I can speak my opinion. No. It has an advisory committee.
Okay.
I don't in that advisory committee. To me, whether it is caretaker or not caretaker, let's just have a proactive cabinet. That's all.
Okay. Yes, caretaker cabinet. Me a president baro cabinet ay cabinet kalindi ay wal fo iko transitional cabinet standard ya report wala nyawa mi yalon ko fan kabray kalindi I okay. Mune mi la view on that.
Ala wala tinna karte fala nyante hakilta to karandi on to back. Karte fala wala nyante hakilta to karandi on to. Because misalo fele tabara mani ko eno ko 4% of the budget. Niyo kete yakata nyante gambe di on nafala. But Mr. Ba is telling you ne budget o me alon ko cabinet le sontala. Every ministry yeta samana ya samba to the National Assembly ya approve amanke luwati ba luwala isa tamande kuoka wala tina things are interlinked dibitol cabinet Gambia dingol economic system abele be connect nyoba muna ne rubber stamp dibito ta ya samba dibite bungoto tabora mane fela koyoko ndola ko do dalasi billion tan saba nimfeng masakunda ka wala janja million kemo ni asamane ko ni ministre kan nyanta kala dibito membe lati kuna sabi je ko nadi ko yesa ha imanga me diol faba so wala na look, it's time wato sita na United Democratic Party ala yu senu la policy of democratization amanke pour que political power attain yaji because now the usenu la ambition mukaka president da Malti then Gambia is ungovernable b then imbako mama b looking at other countries mobe alon ko yen campaign ko this year political filo ni mobe akono jube the atmosphere aning analysol aning political dem banko kan nyame result o dita nyame mol agitator nyame ningata laji usen ambition mo presidency da Malti o te donnu bata president baro fona bata president yala katu banko lete marala but thank God useni asingo du sado da singo kono asingo du per nja singo kono asingo du Asan Musa Kamara singo kono asingo du Sri Mustafa Diba singo kono biya television wana Gambia no special dino they should learn from that Gambia la Cairo nak duwa jabo le barabe mollebu na politique nyaton ko ma adume sembola molla nafa dafta wala amanje ko la president ya bari membe je lo wala ko même fo nata ñu nakuma ko wala dipitelu sakku do dipitelu men to mon
but saying député wal mi yalon ko wala batal bulu ale 22 mi yalon ko ali wal sur alkalbe wod routine la wala kamunda dunna dinkra talulu ani saba 53 constituencies albe mol dondi da wod lal bir mo ne fulo be mbal bu ni wala interest albe la fla wala yela lal 5 ñini ko rek ila jiko be ñaadi la ko place wo men benal bul député bu ngon même majorité kalba sotlal ko rek
yalla wala nan ko Gambian ko be kulina politique ni kate fanya and it will happen and salon la kakele presidential elections normally do not reflect parliamentary elections c'est ko ñina look adam bono la sio science
ya jambe kabring abeno maralola na gagner at la majority so
those days were very difficult different environment ko le foten a complete different environment a complete different one and when député carte pour amuna NPP be disappointment so laje this is not wholly and solely controlled by one central agency ni momo député il a banko kay ni la campaign committee ni sate tanna ne beje o sate tanna no alla kato beje nyamal yallon ne kate falungal yallon anda yallon ne fanan alla agentol be dawda mbe dankenade nako c'est un dubious act ate kenola dugalo nga fone oro ni ko content no technicalities kono ntela patio ye point of contention sotole the reservation sotole in as much as comme tabora quand même poten legality la ka banko mara we do understand another arm of government that is the judiciary ye president kalindile therefore if I travel to America and they ask me who is your president, it's President Adama Barrow. Nobody can deny that. That's legality. But nonetheless, Ndela party as UDP no loophole sotole in these last presidential elections bari man ta jam pour ko justify
in fact ko niaje alboita niaje almanganye al overconfidence tal anda le president overrate le underrate le rada al juduta president adama barola le andu wala ya sabu fan almanganye be mena falawur
no automatically ala you sen bogen chutu to man jutu ni jutu hala man wrong
well it's not only dabo ni ko UDP we are talking about your executive
and sen wrong nka mo bele for say the leader. The party in itself, Manjuto Adama Barola. We know Adama is an incumbent, a sitting president, having access to government machineries and all that. You understand? But take a memfoy. Well, mean to go. Ni electoral loophole nala technicality error jamali beji. I'm not here to go in for that. But it here understand the controller party have filed a lot of evidences to the High Court, and eventually any court do not have. But thank God that we respect constitutionality and the rule of law. Luai member for United Democratic Party be sabatini walla. Within the arm of government member judiciary, ilote President Kalindi down, he is the President of the Republic. In as much as Napatio and me alonkabe Larry, we do not agree on the result of the past presidential election.
But saying Kameko, Albala result al majority member al parliament falsa retain no lakoteke.
We can retain it. Well, form a symbol of we can retain even more.
Well, one would say the chance is very slim. Natra nunko atel ko carte fa men kera irregular de school lekata ji ando mambo ndi nyama kono you wanna contest the parliamentary then amna the same thing walta kal.
Kate tiola kate be bulan ka nunga memfo ko parliamentary ni national elections mankili. Parliamentary every candidate in the consequence committee and in the executive all the candidate vital. I told them market within a very short space of I told them on one consequence. Ibajalo control is very easy. To control the result of any parliamentary elections is very easy. Remember, you're not even looking for national. You don't care what's happening at KMC. You don't care what's happening at Nyomi. You care what's happening at Latikunda Asadi.
But remember, more killing all many carte for presidential election. Or more killing all the beginning. They are coming to vote again. What difference?
Wala nanko ko very good. Wala nanko ko mbelati kunda Asadi diko be kumandila faji kunda abuko Latikunda Asadi ward. Ikana any other party jube. In the individual candidate non party be present because Sekumarong already 5 years you have for Wafila already. At a moment, Abuko Ajele, Faji Kunda Ajele, Latikunda Ajele.
Kamunda Seku is giving you guys headache.
No, I'm incumbent, but I'm on Fenneke over the last 5 years. Men water, pull Latikunda Dingole catch of fire. Why don't go compete no Democratic Party?
But Sekule campaign yoke President Barrow, Latikunda Kole Carre for President Adama.
Is it so? Yala wala nanko ka be koilale nim parliamentary election seat. Yala nko we are dealing with MPP and incumbent. Things may happen. I will not come on to that. Nejele foye. Yalo ka number of 15,000 votes Latikunda sabi yewolef. You can UDP 13,000 votes. Mama Kande in the year combine nyoka. You understand? Neo for say nyoka probably a little bit more or na can. But what I'm sure is in next parliamentary elections, it will be Sila Jan King FM. You go, wow, President Barola will turn the Lulo Wale. You will say that.
Ali wala fal ko wala kedan non jina bisa o alko incumbent boy tale embalo na I want that
look Tabara look and Mr. Bayo look we should all be ready Pulga Namolu campaign very strongly. National Assembly should not occupy by one entity. And I think people will come up to their senses about this. If GDC put up a good candidate, why not we vote for that candidate? If UDP put up a good candidate, me along a silono, mola kumbole in the National Assembly, atikala don't comment about any member slice the budget for the benefit of the local people, the grassroots. Minister Samanako, I left because the president, Wakalapi Munala, I'll come in I'll give you I have 30. I am a coca, I like it. And that's what they will do. So Gambia no le pare nakara nga moldundi député bungo kono many along ko te president in cabinet la interest jubela. In fact, Gambia is lucky that you have some 20 something National Assembly members who are UDP still in the house over the last 5 years.
But budget onying ata approve no la natra non ko many along ko wala be president o e mo multimi along ko wolmans alla mol bi jele me along ko be parliament kono minen they are aiding and abetting the minister pra yin sifa ke fond.
What matters fabuka Kenya la kol buka na many along ko they are not in favor of Gambian people to let people ka agents but majority counts. Majority count in the National Assembly.
Okay.
Even in caucus, even if you go to subcommittees and all that, majority counts. You understand? So maybe you know Gambia dingo le nyantalo na democracy in as much as legally Barrow is in power. Dukare ngam fam frimban. Ning Gambia ko me fan city kote. Wolen ka député bungo be sika ka dingi su kafo ni. Su kafo NPP kafo. ni député o besika ye dila molla kumbobe la fala wala nyama
okay
so gambe ni wol si bori gela bat
Ibrahima ka murna Ibrahima kan no wandi fa mbado ngamurne kan ko no mbado ngamurne ka Ibrahima akamunta parliamentary nyi akanana natra nko ebe contest likely be contest la bintole
is likely be contest la ñomi area la is likely mol ba foka ñene ko ñomi an Banjul because na head office be Banjul and the resident ringe fanan but it could be one of those areas but obviously glal identify len dami alon ko lafta pour ka candidate so londi je
presidential kera amame bake NPP majority mi alon ko italle jama soto andum parliamentary fela akanana do you think oppositional they have any chance pour ka ñin situation mi alon ko wala kera presidential ka fali meaning pour oppositional rasanto incumbent ji
yes as a possible no
right
as a possible no min keta Gambian soul sign namira Gambian ol inyabele rene and Gambian ol yelongo kele sometimes nke kanyo underrate le rek bari obviously Gambian ol yalla mbe kering adum koleani mbata mimbe lari Gambian ol kan wo mota fono la moy yaje bi rek last about hanaman 2 weeks ngamane o minsan 1,000 about 1,800 bintare ko 2,100
yeah
$100 was less than 10 days I mean 2,100 so wo inflation nying abi Gambian ol bele batandi kan ni ajen ka ko Gambian ol beta kan nyame nim falindiro manke na mol majority be kala danir lalti an min keta nyanta start le sign fanan definitely nga Gambia tambindi nga Gambia je ikana nteje as Ebrima taboramane o pap ikana nabroda je jang wandifa o UDP o usen ikana Adama je ko atelem president o Mr Bayo bari ya jibe munen Gambia la nyato tati yalon politics sometimes nka tale ko nkamin forek wo fay falindo manding comme politique mol ka fako ha dunia ko lem amin yemi min kere ke soke bari atambita dunia ko la ando mi atna ngado mande fon ko nabro president bar wala ko kam bala fal because ngalon ka be situation min to mol mi surround alafta mol min satisfy la is too much andu ngalon ko Gambia le economy anela balu wana la kolea be situation min fananto is too much so for a lot of courage to ay decision tajibe mi alon ko is in the best interest of the Gambia akana tajibe akana wandi fajibe akana bayo jibe akana molla individual interest jibe akana jibe in fact mol min alon ko community e kon danko ngi support son tol fon la individual interest bara jibe what is in the best interest of the Gambia andu Gambia beta kan nyamen seriously coming for andu be repeat la all the time de ning Gambia no nimman hakilotu nimman keku nimma wuli Gambian be fail la andum be disappoint la andun na komo be fail la because dunia be nyame Gambia force as a country ntol Gambian fail tale bar ni dunia je sign dunia banko kan dunia dula be clearing so dula be clearing nyame moli la bankol ka ya traile bankol control kabri la bankol control foy pareta ila banko dingol inatale ke funtindi ke janjandi pour bankol min yalon koy lamfuta i wikta yeta wolto yol fanan control ya je niaji ben tol la jang employment yeta ni comme ka fako kam fengol min samana hani bolwol min kanana jang na domorol na economy majority building material tembang manol lembang sukurol lem forignol lembang fengol min kana majority be molle control bantala mollem andu wo amanke fenti yesi rek bagaso oda enana bari alo munen difference di ning Gambian business la jamal kadiam
abara kamanda Mr Mane mo jamal bi je mi yalon ko ne nyim foy especially man sakunda la mol iba fole ko pour ka je ko foreigner bankola economy wala investment mi yalon ko wala to be specific importation e kamen kan banko nyinga nyim ko meri ne amanke signed
ha bari ha wala problem waje ko ni problem o taraje kana wori start muntu malla de ite nyanta solve la nyame yalon Gambian business lal pour ngay tandi la rek inin nyilun tawol min kana sa ko min ka bondi India nyol China nyol kata Lebanon nyol to jamal bi inite compete no la miat na inite compete no la Gambia no be jang ay idea soto asi mano sambalang wara si company form no asi construction keno bari asi min soto no min ba tebula te fangolo soto amanta bi dalasi o million kilinna Chinese will be working China or Indian will be working India. I $1 million or $500,000 star. You can charge interest la 2% or 3%. I know somebody in falling Gambia. I thought 10 million, 20, 30, 40, $50 million. $50 million. It's a Gambian. You tell you have the best idea. bare atani wo ko donata ni tata bank do ko be julo tala je wo julo nyin e ba fule 20% ba fon 16% jani be pare le be 30% le jol pour ye wo julo fon di la problem len andu ni ba di la ate 1 or 2 million
from them
habari min ke day ya je wo banko le muneke China e muneke foy developed wolen ko certain industries be je ya protect le pour la citizen soul ye empower ye sembentundia ye business bundal dila ye employment create yaje jang comme tol ka fako no ninata denu every year 5 Gambian sol be wolle promote la ke multi millionaires di wolle be kala industrialist ye economy ya wulindi be employment create la nyi banko kam mole tra do ko la bari ninga Gambian ol blam fambulu nka fo wato wata jokol ko Gambia mu lightweight lete amina joko mom be sanji tan dindon okay nyim banko bantala mo dol min kana ni ka bis ni ka compete a joko be sanji tan saba wara sanji tan nani mom yalon ka bala fending ke ya temboto a sembo be wararing ni ko woni sanji tan dindon nyo borinke atatano son tolla mo joko le sanji tan dindon len ni sanji tan saba ke kano be nyo boring wala so iba miral kon na mol ibuka kata waray man so be bari wonte de yaje awareness nyanta falinalde bari foy vision soto Rwanda Paul Kagame nata jele ay je falin nyamen amanke turati amanke kulloti a opuntale China sanji tan nani komanto kole ya kubale beje bari wo sanji tan nanu ni saintema ye momi bonde extreme poverty fuare ya kolon asiata 700 million tile ye ntol Gambia janga independence of 1956 fo bi hani fente je mi ya lon kon tol martalan si nyabo minke ta ila banko kan ni beje mol nata e traje nyamam boy fe me bunya ila balube kolearing ila sabati blabe kolearing e ka fako ndem banku dingol tindanko because passport bebul wala ID card bebul bari man do ku soto e man sabatu la correct ring soto ila dépense fon problème te ni dingol sa sara pour ye jara problème wolem nim mo nata hanna manke banko dingote ay korda soto ay moto soto abe kodo soto kan wala banko di yabe teñato son tol nak mbedamen na nyaton kol amen fo yesila alala because fonga foy be for president lembang fontol opposition lembang for mini be government no ma foy la minister lembang yaaje ko Gambia be damin abe kolearine e batarine andu momo nak ye karafa minna yamane nyama ameta nyawnya alabe hisab la alabe kitin la e kana ke president rek wala ke minister rek warang ibe president support kan warang ibente support kan temane just because of your individual interest I mean fonga try nga honest mfangoli e nga tonya fonyoe nga fem fonyoe mi ko lebe kala banko le nyato tati fonga patriotic nga na banko kanu okay andu banko mota bondino la de na manke Gambia nol Mr. Bayo Gambia Action Party ga falbe parliamentary election alba lol wala contest la
ni ala sonta mbo kala
okay are you guys contesting with your coalition partners mi alonko wala NPP wala ndo albe loring alfon ile pour que place wol ñini
memen kala be kala tactical alliance in that tactical alliance be kala fe ngabla mi long mi alonko Gambia Action Party si win no because we don't just want to have a rumble stop candidate
well, you don't want to distribute your candidate haphazardly.
No. We are going to contest in all the constituencies. Atekenola. So me lami alonko nga sembo soto damento. Me alonko we are convinced. Come bading ka fo nyaminjang. The results of the parliamentary of the presidential election is not a true reflection of the parliamentary elections. Mimi na kela ulo minginteko. It's not about the party, but candidate for naminka law. What is his contribution to that area? Ya fam alam mol mimbije ay bondi mumbatasi faming ko how is his contribution so ndo fanan ko scoutly nara soto momo ya lonko is very very prominent in that area ndo fanan salon wala now we are going to put up all the 53 constituencies
likely ikalbe contest lamin
the lamin jibila sign that is confirmed is 3
okay
that is Lower Fuladu West, Nyamina East and Nyamina West. Gamera district mbole fingala. Then we look at our alliance partners. We talk constructively. Ngini soto adung ngini landi tablo to. Please allow us also to have these seats. Ibaje lako na kita wonyama will have a more balanced national assembly, not predominated by any other force or whatever.
So, but with this condition, me alonko atelbe wale kono dame alonko ila party leader akamunta ya sakle ya entry mlondi atenyin la nyinto ya Mr. Yafa aning Bachili mantra on the same line. Is this possible?
Well, of course, it's possible. The possibility is 100%. Ibaje lako.
Well, we have seen Mr. Yafa and others welding Mama Kandela be kukile. Ite Bachili telling President Barola be kukile. Then when it comes to putting up a candidate, how is it going to work for you guys?
Partying, you cannot have two parties. Gambia Action Party.
Well, that's what we have seen.
No. Maybe that is your own opinion over the issue. Ebajala ko Gambia Action Party nete kela fulati. Nita da IECB the forms ibadi la menna woli alonne. Fonde. Forms all ibadi la menna woli alonne. So amange konfiala, this is just an internal party disorganization. Yeah, these are things we can come to terms. Naman Kenofana, then IEC will know what to do, because they know that the present party leader and secretary general of the Gambia Action Party is Musa Bachili. So Musa Bachili is on top of matters. So Ibajalo, there is nobody Mimbitalaji Naman Kati. For instance, so already, as I'm talking to you already, the forms for the National Assembly, we already pick up them from the IEC premises. I've been told Bulle.
For instance, you said, let's say Nyamina is Gambia Action Party, Allah Faction, Mia Alonko, Mr. Yafa, and others. You have Omar Sisi of GDC at Abelori World. If those people said we are going to support Omar Sisi, at Allah candidate put as Gambia Action Party, who is likely to win?
No candidate. If I depend candidate Milondilal. If he's better than Omar Sisi, then he's going to win. He's going to win the seats. I depend. Well, it's not all about the party. It's about the candidate himself. And Dongalone Omar Sisi, I know him very well. During the campaign, I was with him, with GDC. I know him very well. I take input within that area. I was in Nyamina East, in Kuda in particular, for 3 years I was teaching there. So I know his input as well. So maybe Ndolfana Mina candidate Minsotola is going to be better than him in terms of support to that area. So I have no problem with that. It's politics. Everything is possible. Anything is possible.
So if Natranunko Gambia Action Party, NPP la partner, they all want to put the same strategy. What NPP la effort me along to have majority in the parliament at Hampala.
In the first place, consultations at the end of the day is going to be tactical.
Okay. Wandifa yangana murne kan janding kamontambe line no lialla pour commander lal fanansi commandro ke atanyin lanyindo ngapa wala rekunda constituency ngana KMC ete mo multimi yalonko ben suda wala meyoti KMC aljikita la numbake andum fang atlam UDP la organizing secretary KMC mo me bero namanke bakawti kamonta jema fon da namanke kilindi wala fala UDP o da mala gagné to be president baroya wiya bulo la beka
o fa manke consequence ngama area lam kodi
ya baka
ankola fa manke consequence ngama area lam Okay, thank you very much. I'm coming now back to the issue to the very opportunity be not I have to talk to my people of Late Kunda Sabiji consequences. Salon Koning parliamentary election men Kanate is going to be very contentious because I need now other partners men now other parties we know they're gonna have difficulties. You look at the Grand Alliance member about Tactical Alliance and all that. You have Mr. Mane here. So please, the Democratic Party, Fajikunda Ward, Latikunda Ward, Abuko, let's put our hands together for a better candidate. Candidate Omea Alonko, Abelola UDP electoral, but Abelola for Latikunda Savage consequence. And we urge.
But even the platform, okay, campaign.
No, Mbediamu Kampana, okay, fine, thank you. Mbediamu Kampana, this is democracy. I want my people to be aware. Mbediamu NPP Nkoli, many kate for President Baroy, not to again come and vote for his candidate. Because voting for his candidate means Alkakeno Lebula Alfana, Albert Fonsolona Koteke, in the dark. Al President Barobula as a president at State House, al deputy Budi ala mea lonko, ibala interso nala interso be ole pesala, nala interso lote itauto. What on tell the candidate will serve the better interests of NPP, GDC, and UDP. So Latikunda Sabi consequence as coming to your question, Iko, we lost KMC entirely. We win one consequence. Huh? Okay, history made and from 1959 up to now. For the first time a presidential election, one party Abe win. We've never seen it. The circumstances when I attend the call of this time, at this time, as at now, you are taking me back to these presidential elections of week. Malafinga commented that much. In fact, tomorrow our party will have a press conference. I think you know about that. And they'll put a lot of things to light. One thing I can tell you, we agree legally in common for President Polo is the president of the Republic today. But I do not agree on the results that the IEC proclaim that is won by NPP and their alliances. I do not agree on it. Right? But then we have to respect the constitution, the rule of law. This is why the peace of this country will prevail We do not have to go against the law.
Okay. Iko mo saba. Ila constituency iko mo saba wala apply. Ngajele nun komanto kamunda asifa ka sotle ni mo saba lu dame ni primary skere dol buje ni man kontane ka farale yabo alla party to italo independent and model ka bule noma. In your own case natara nun ko woker yamira nyim fanantal batandila.
No, until we thank God that now contender, I think we have about 5 of them. One of them will back out voluntarily. One of them will have a discussion. I think as at now, we have 3. But this time, for we learn from experience. The national executive of the party has taken up the issue themselves. So, the candidate be veteran as to who would be the better candidate, and then together, with the consequence, inshallah. So for na banku dingol be that kuna sabi gi.
But say not alter the mol from akamunda. Despite national executive yamara or any other person me yalanko wala responsible ta amara. Mostly reject no le me yalanka man kontan ala mari fi anyanta kalole. Ay bogal bala.
Yalon there's something that is nature for over the last 55 years. Each time selecting presidential candidate for each party, any Democratic Party, Republican Party of America, wakasoto jele. Abuga by Nimolu Wulito to vie for a political seat. Dolbeje, if they lose at the end of the day, agitate before they'll come back to their senses as they are more willing. But then nonetheless, Ntolfe, may important and Tolfe and United Democratic Party is to have the best candidate not for UDP but for Latikunda Sabiji.
In your bid to uproot Orlantuma on seat, one of the most famous National Assembly.
Look at him telling me one of the most famous.
Well, of course, when Deputy Omi Alonko Adariyata Bake, Anyan Tundo Beka, Honorable Sekumaro, ni wasiva Sorala Kuan Kalanyadi. Okay,
I agree. Sekumaro Darija battle in the media.
Oh, very good.
Of course, Adariyata in the media. But Seku Dariyata on the street of Latikunda Sabiji. Look, let me tell you, I can give an example. Mr. Tawara and Bayo can be my witness. Seku Silomut and Tara Silomut and Bebe Tamaka. Ibamola, Mr. Mba, people fall into the command. No, not in the Ola Nak, Seku Bedam de Contona. Thank you very much.
Okay, Ebrima, Natra Nunko Iko Albe Mira Kanakan. Likely, Albany Albe candidate Albe Wole Putla, by the opposition therefore, Econan oppositional Malman tactical alliance. Likely, President Barrow Parliament dominate.
Actually, assess can the mole natal mini alonko be different constituencies. Yeah, I tend to interest or purkalo under the parties. Come here for America, be vet can. Ajoko ngami experience num presidential election to malafi num the same thing lela ajoko wole delay demanding ajoko presidential election tatale ngamol sensitize na mobilization ke tata lalto with the anticipation ko party be register la belola under the party ticket so bayila ko malafi ngata ngawo exercise be repeat kotenke for election la fi sila den ata IC man party register so bayila ko to den no candidate so be beta independently bari nga lonko nata party register de be mini londila abe siala le okay yeah abe siala le
recommended ta line ro sang 9947 5122947 wala number timbe commanded ta dame 9947 5122947 wa alaikum salam
jara
naam
jara ngal nimbara
ngejo
ngene la lu tawal konton
be moy ka
ndokum doke kan jaban na kom bokum camera
okay
wala ngene la lu tawal konton na anen na onkol ni mo lamin Sanyang ba konton na tatera la mam tinya na kara kono
amin allah ya rabbi
jara
na
alde di be ko wala ka jakan platform moto bara jase din fono wala mo nyinti ko nimba ko dingol nyaade soronde ise nimba ko dingol nyaade soronde karo parte entity ise entity de kasse ke sosita
okay
bara nimba ko dingol nyaade yelendi nimba ko dingol nyaade yelendi jara entity te hande kasse ke kilin sosita
je mona gara
jara ni rambe be batam min kono bi yollu ngola ni mira batam min kono kabrim botak president quartier tawola ike mira la quartier ke amari ke mira la kala quartier ke so di entity la
okay
because ninga na quartier ke so di la député la wala da kala banko e masi woti be masi bo kono da mina na masi ba dole kono
okay
because the masi bo min kono entity har mo kilima bo dino the masi bo min kono santenti entity har mo mo killing ma bondino sa ni na carte ke so di NPP la pour ye banko di mon représenter député mo moto wala mo banko Gambia banko fa wala be kala ci bu tot
baraka
ari mo mari ñana la mo ngano ne ko de NPP la man ta pen wala moto
all right
ala baraka ba
9947 5122947 wala number timbe commanded lal tala dame 9947 5122947 hello naam ini mbara
mena program finir kan na le customer kontan kan en on fa rilo ko te doni
all right be moy kan
dar mane analyse de very good economist
ah
dar mane analyse de very good economist
all right thank you
ako ken ni ka verification ka bin transaction de auto date economic examining de la mola bi to fa impact ma lokale ka ni ka ko so da ba ke fa avec l'embassy la mitlo ka fa to la le bono
okay
tin ka le gisi mo person amatre impact mo tan fa na de figure no ga fa to la po la place no la ko pa di bien place na da ya fa
all right
dan ko ko da ga ma is very unfortunate anu ga no nyaade la Sénégal so yo example so da ni may so ba de mo tan da siri ala ci de gara wato ma ci follow to de gara badara everything is calculated, everything is expensive. Transport ma da no energy ma da no benefit of the capital thing you can understand why 5 years on the jama think no jamno anta jama na jamo serade
oh okay baraka ba
this money is good economics na ada kan ide no ba jamo serade
all right thank you 9947 5122947 wala number tim recommander lal tala dame 9947 5122947 wala number tim recommander lal tala dame 9947 5122947 wala number tim recommander lal tala dame hello 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 hello
hello
naam inimbar
Ebrima
naam hello
ila datlem wala nyaadi barole
ala tanande
dimballe
alhamdulillah
ako yudi min gole ko mene kardo fay baro han bi mo ki non le be jang be pare ni
okay
ngabenge president sol carte fola o do atale men men ko libi carte fola wol be tamina nyina
ya albert la wedi lal
ni ala sonda inshallah ben de carte fola moy wayna boro batande dibde boro banko la yidi wala do kala
okay
de carte fola moy men ba mamni ba fasala
okay
thank you very much
all right baraka 9947 5122947 wala number timbe commander lal tala dame 9947 5122947 hello
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Ya, gajara.
Naam.
En bana ko dande.
Alhamdulillah.
Yo mbere lu ndaw de ko ndala.
Be moy ka.
Alhamdulillah. Mbere nde fonde na karre di adam baru sabar dindi bi karre fonde da di la adam baru.
Ye mo negara.
Dugo nde kunu fonde do gu lale foreral wala ka bangu don sili no ka do go di la ino ka fogo le badari na no o bangu do de mu Gambia no le. Tumi non dona gona dibide kareva no dibide kilo muronde o parliament kono kodai sofaram kodai ngal sofala kodai tena na karre diala bala kral ko garanya moda beri arende moda beri ara gambe barande gamba kele
okay
wallahi ko nyata falinale kada ka nya moda beri arende dara
moro bare sanji nani karitan ning kili be kumboka mo negar tariyata ngo kumbo tariyata le
ko adiyamo siarale ide naburoda adiyamo be siarim bakele mano jibe do nde sai gari banko zakti
ora
yani gada samona gari gada samona
alama soni ala baraka
alma soni ana samona beri arende
all right 9947512297 wala number di recommended lal takandabe 9947512297 hello
yes jara
naam
Allah program o diare mbage
abaraka
yalla modol bi jewol man carte fo fam an tan ñingo ibe carte fo la dipide mu yalon ka binaka baro batandi amonde baro batandi banko batando le muy ka ko banko batando ne carte fo president baro yaaje ko ino tan ko mandara kamaga wayno de dipide to mu yalon ko ina ba opposition
okay
bari dipide ni president pe taranga ne kilindo wolbe fanne mako ila banko dingle tara batari imam mol fi say mol ben ko ne fonni gel do kute kere fende kere mol mam fende ko le kumbo NPP ngol na be wolle ko ma tan tay
oh okay
bar ñin tren ñi abe jam fala ba kelde al nga tra nimbe moto mon nanka moji be mu yalan ko be bultale anu nga mari londo babulle
okay
lewe UDP member sol be be yalan ko interest pour que le parliamentary ani munul be to monna ye moji be mu yalan ko mo sobe le mo ken lolem nga nimi so mo so 2016 woni mi so kanan so ko 20 nga mo so 2017
all right thank you
so ndem banku dimo be kon nam be ten hakilo do nga moto mo mu yalan ko ina be taraje mo la interest kamma ati taraje ada mala interest kamma ko mi ko ko ninge be mo ko kan do ni mo tam na mu yalan ka ma fa no aka na mo le baranda aka da ni ro la do ani dogo mo noma
ora baraka bake thank you 99475122947947 wala number timbe commander lal tala dame 994751229479 hello
assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
moron be konton na ba
ngejo
okay entale Mr. Bangura
all right Mr. Bangura balai
thank you very much ni debe di amola tay ngudi tin ko li fel tale alale felendi ay alale felendi UDP fel tale alale felendi
okay
NPP alala tambindi adu fonga bulano banko la kero babalale adama du la kero bi andu adu ko kayra kilol continue na dorom
okay
inshallah
ora baraka baka thank you 994751229479 wala number timbe commander lal tala dame 994751229479 hello hello wa alaikum salam abaraka ila la no mon bere abaka de mo kewa
wala ngal programme mo biara baga
abaraka
mal konton na wata ala kata
abara thank you 994751229479 wala number timbe commander lal takan dame 994751229479 hello wa alaikum salam radio tela wala jam fala please mi jang
thank you very much for your program
all right
ñu ñu fi nekk non yépp
all right ñu ngi la dégg
yalla rek
wañu tane de bi tuddi
ñu def nank rek bi ñu leen ñu fi nekk yow yalla def ci jàmm
amin
ko def rek ku wax nak mu nga waxee xel
sallan bi baaxu te la lay nom bete akol ke ko tek 994751229479 hello
salaamaaleykum
wa alaikum salam
Ibrima
naam Nimbara
yo mbala programme la
all right
yeah ndefa na nga men contribution about this issue yeah you don't them for la programme la invite in right and then on the point
okay
na je ko no na point te ka ndala assessment ko assess am nañ ju ko len di politique amé ñaaw
ila line no man bete man line no nyinga man bete
yeah okay lu dawal na banko maral
fulsa rekundu 994751229479 wala number timbe commander lal takan dawe nga hello
hello ala hadu Mr. Sanyang
ma'am
Salve na dalla programme dia
abaraka
okay pertaining to this parliamentary issue coming ka ko nyamin to rek mayen na party wala interest jobe
okay
because nyanda make sure that momo yalla be candidate not la you need to know that you are there for the people
okay
because you need to make sure that benga mbulela nyonka na banko do wala kumaya
okay
because school be nyamin do yalla ama easy why mon kumata re momo dunda parliament kana je ko benna party wala ji know that you are there for everybody whether I vote you I don't vote for you are there for everybody
okay
Moye banku dun table ya make sure you're okay.
All right.
But not one person interest.
All right, thank you.
All right, it's a pleasure. Thank you.
994751229479 nga commander la fulata janimbe funt la studio kon radio ko mo watol di wato bina banda nga nyinta line to hello.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Radio tala wala jam. Naam.
Aga nyadi.
Jang.
Gambia ma ta fora mo ko
okay
mulka faka ko min ko be president baro be di telbe di telela ya di ala
okay
ade fora ko bayri Gambia lo mbele bijam mo da tando mo da du man be nyim bangu kulo kan be ta wala to Gambia banko kanja
tuman do ba do mun nin kairo lo be ba so la le nin koro fana mun be ba so dal
ora thank
ba alma ali ati kairo
amin allah ya
bande mun ko no ka carte fa dal ko president nal be yo kanu ali yaw tan bindile mo mambala wala ba député wolle kuma ta president de Gambia ko so lon ko député wudu bayni Gambia man politiko ronde Gambia kabirin jawrati wala Gambia ko be politiko kono ka Gambia ko le politiko mu da ko min ko mi kanandala ko la ko le politiko mu da wolde imamu da ka ko min ko politiko mu banko la problème le fi ko politiko manke ko fadiyata manke hatiyata manke barin jawyate Gambia ko mo londe
ora baraka bak
Gambia ko mo lon bari mo sa ko do bak ndi te carte pa wodo ke fero kada ye MPP ganyendi ye opposition no fana so place wala je ni kamala banko stal no nyami nyam kayro to ko mo be
baraka lam ko mandel da bangoti wato bantala fereng ka buntan sin no luntangol bula drong ye sarodi ka fo ya baraka bake ina da programme nyinto nyame mi yalon ko wolen Gambian politics. Yes, Ebrima, si sarodi no.
Yo baraka bake be molbe kontonna be jayla la moy lalbe mba fula Gambian fana je ko nga jandoro ne soto alay jand dinna nyinna munda bankote mota falin no lagne andun kana jiki ko mo kilendron sa kenola dammal ni lata nyokan ngani kendo soto nyoy nganna banko tambinde nga wuli nga wakil pour nga maranna bankola nkana lamfu nga na banko bula ay tramol bulu ngamira na somola anin na dimbayal nin kafta nyoka rek Gambia be betala le ñing election fana mimbena kan mo kana jibe fo Ebrima la party lembang waram fo NPP lembang waram fo UDP lam waram parti côté lam bari ya jibe mi ya lon ko ni wol naate jikita ko wolbe wol la pour kalo pour banko la nyaato tay e be wuli wala bari president no min fana be sirin kay tan dala ko challenge bale babul duni bale bakande Gambia nol be la duno bakan fo minne carte faye bam fo min man carte faye afana yala katoke je ko be kuku kala ay ke pour Gambia la ñatota politics min ka tiñaja wolem ko ni nata ni sita rek kaw fo adwati ka ke zero sum game lati wara winner takes all itami yata rek ni la mol ni la kafñol ni badi ngolal kamta ko min asusulal damal la ñanta talal dol ni wolte fen sot la je so ni wosi fal keta kumbol ni wurol ni ndiyam son kasiyale alama alay Gambia de ma ni ngamenol be ala baraka thank you
baraka bake Ibrahim Tabora mane ka baraka bake na programme to nyama yes Mr Alhaji Bayo
baraka bake yara jani be studio bula lafta ya marol role kala mi masakunda mi mesirin sainteng comme Tabora mane ya fo nyamen ala komoto ako foreigners kana jane de take it all banku dengol be sirin jang imam fe soto do ko la karola ani ko mi alongo fana be sam banku min tenten la nyato social corporate responsibility wole pasoto neko social corporate responsibility wala mnyenti ko nga fendi la defana nga fe soto bolo it has to be like that mimi kala drong government with the National Assembly minkana because we are all anticipating for a well-balanced National Assembly. Naketa wonyama ebaje lako let's advocate for a quota of social responsibility. Aiterano luwako. Momo mi alonko is a foreigner nata nyimbanko kan na idu kusoto. Agenta Gambia nkul mako nyame. Anyanta tarla nyi sartuto. So na keta wonya ibaje lako Gambia lo mini banko kaito fanan they will benefit from the social corporate responsibility quota. Na bekela 30%, 40% atuta ibu masakunda bakele nyame. So mbo ya marolo la masakunda la aketa nyaonya after the April parliamentary elections ni nata député bungoto ibaje lako ngin quota nga rectify ke luati ibaje lako any investor mimi la ngi banko ka France ala ko abala investor abala fe investment ni tapani la nyame e baje la ko be Gambia ko fana na fala nyame okola Gambia Action Party na normal na supporter na sympathizer bal fala le Gambia Action Party femfentije na manke nyato tati problem mi jo internal party problem ulti alunga ko is going to be sorted out inshallah and the party leader menke ta Musa Useni Albachile is going all out kaje ko na party ay tenten député fana min na election min kana katufa min kana ibaje la konto fana mi monso to me alonko e be lori Gambia Action Party to yala adu ni ganyeta itara National Assembly ka Gambia la nyato ta sabete kam kilila ya fo nyamen manke comme like ni ndata yi la party agenda da man support ni futada je ibaje la ko yi mira molmi me alonko wolite support janibe kala National Assembly member yi mira wol katuko ni bije itla sababu lat na tataji so megala mela sarala bankela mbaje la ko assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh
baraka bake Mr. Bayo, thank you so much for coming wonderful wato bandala fereng baraka bake na na rap la fa ne kana fo Allah mulial carte o fay
no what do you mean man you look at him it's just like that I can't tell pay nyola thank you very much Ebrima it's a great pleasure kapo yen kumandina njang pour kana kakacha Gambia political to follow ben kala mo ba konton na kansan ko jabi kazama jabi jonka maydu tata ko baba ko dalilo be jakalia wala mun tra kala mo bati kansan ko ben kala mo kunda konton na basori dabo kunda ba munir ba konton almala me dimba nyato kila hormoto your excellency president Adama Barrow be konton na wishing you well his excellency party leader la UCNO enem dabo ba konton na ni all other political party leaders membe mudo yamaro do la nyimbanko be bakilim fakilim sadawda ni perman banko tinya sadawda ni SFD ba mambanko tinya nakatudati Hassan Musa Kamara nyolu imanyim banko tinya his excellency Alhaji Usenu aning Halifa Sallah nyolu all other political party leaders ilapta Cairo la banko kan please banko dingol be akolati nyaonya nga lua bunya nga Cairo try isajum franci banko dinon dingol la Cairo kono president Adama Barrow molbe dala men yalon ko be fitna wulindo la parce que wolen fitna wulindoti ni afole tabora mane it's not the winner takes all amante ko tlebe je nyanta bele tala ka revenge against your political opponents amam banko diandi anu membe keri nyabalale anu executive power be tele bulu president of the republic ni lafta enjoy ni lebe sino lale oto Cairo way wuli banko kan kudol mediano ko le minister ba agitate kan be naso be modol nomala local administrative authorities be dol noma kan you look at what's happening in KMC more along ko political is behind that your excellency Alhaji I think you are one of the grand coalition members afola mole dukare president Oyamari memu kairoti na fero ko sabati banko kan there are things me along ko the power of the president can stop them out you know me ko when you are 6 months we go for parliamentary local government elections if you want anybody at any municipality alena hello wala bisata albe mol witch hunting akabanko letinya and many be dala iba kalamuta kan your cabinet members are involved or your excellency Alhaji Usenu be lafrin Cairo men banko kan wo ketele makoy bari bi alta kola yetele kalandi as president of the republic oto be mo be konton na beten tan be jayla alma alen so kala kila hormot
baraka bake wandi fambay men be na ron studio kono ka fo ya baraka bake wato men ta kana King FM radio 94.7 bari ka fo mo ka dua ka fo molma pour ka je ka congratulate ni yalon ko fa wolam Adama Fadera mi yalon ko wate ka do ko ke dame wala membe kerinde home digital FM mi yalon ko fambi kamunda nyi wularo baat la kurwo talaka ba fudu kan ta nyimbi wularo walanduma bi yala fudu wasiri brika masate o nyin kono ka fo Adama Fadera membe home digital FM membe kerim ka fa congratulations ka fo alama muso nyin kala sawoti kila ba horo mo wonyama ala baraka bake membe non programme di kan la wala Ebrima Jarra sama inshallah talantang anin kilim ambina ngaten tan kibaro la Ebrima Jarra lamin Sanyang wonyama ala baraka bake